Hi, Krishnendu Nair. I welcome you on behalf of the team of Lex Templum. And first of all, congratulations on securing All India Rank 4 in CLAT PG 2020. And we have been fortunate enough to be part of your journey in this examination. And it would be great if you can share your insights and experience with the upcoming students who will be writing this examination, as well as those who have already appeared in the examination. There are a series of general questions which I'll put forward, and then you can continue with your answers. First of all, how do you feel after securing All India Rank 4 in CLAT PG 2020?
First of all, thank you, Yuvakshi, and the entire Extension team for inviting me. And I'm very glad to be a part of this session. For CLAT PG 2020, I started preparing around the month of August. Initially, I wasn't very sure because for 1 year I was preparing for judicial services, and the pattern of judicial services and CLAT was entirely different because of the new pattern. So I was actually thinking that I should withdraw, but then my friends and my family members asked me to continue or at least write the paper. So it was only in the month of August that I decided that I have to at least try. So I started collecting materials, and I would basically mention four sources which were very helpful for me. So firstly, I relied on current affairs magazines. So anyone can get UPSC magazines of current affairs and read only the Constitution and Polity section of it. So the Constitution and Polity section of it will have many Supreme Court landmark judgments. So in my case, I started reading these magazines from Jan 2019. I collected all the magazines and only the Constitution and Polity section, and in that also only the case laws, relevant case laws. So in the month of August, I only was collecting cases, and my second source was websites, various websites and YouTube videos. So I watched almost all videos on recent and landmark cases, and I scoured through all websites, and I made a list finally. Okay, so after making this list, the third thing I did was that I had to rely on some guidance or mentorship. So by the end of August, I realized that there were so many cases, and I can't cover it in such a short span of time because I had only 1 month left. So then I came across Lex Templum, and they were providing many free sessions. So I realized what were the areas which I had to concentrate on. So and one of the mentors had specifically mentioned some 5 6 main areas in which I think around 15 cases were there. So I basically concentrated on those areas. And after that, the third, and I think this is the most important, this was the most important source because I actually missed out on this source. I only realized and I came across this source on 26th September, which was like 2 days before the exam. So that is Faizan Mustafa Sir's YouTube channel. So he regularly posts legal updates, and I didn't know about it. So because I didn't have time, I couldn't watch all his videos, but I only watched some 3 4 videos, I think. So out of that, in one video I watched, actually there was one question which came in exam. So I was very glad that thankfully at least I watched that video. And in fact, in another video I watched, there was a discussion on criminal laws, and he specifically mentioned on how the criminal law jurisprudence is changing in current times, and there was a question pertaining to this as well in the exam. So I think the aspirants should keep in mind that whatever legal updates he's posting is very relevant, because obviously he will be having a say in making the exam paper, so that is relevant. And fourth and the final source is mock tests. That is very important. So even if you're not very sure about your studies, please attempt mock test. That's the most important part. So yeah, again here Lex Templum was of help to me. But since I didn't have time, I was running very tight on schedule. Like only 1 month properly I gave for preparation. So I didn't buy any mock tests, but I relied on whatever mock tests were already freely available. So there were, in fact, actually, I think around 5 or 6 mock tests, mock questions were there, as well as one mock test was there. So yeah, even that was very helpful for me.
Okay, thank you. Now you can throw some light on the major law subjects you covered while preparing for CLAT PG.
So I didn't specifically pick out any book and study the bare act or bare text as such. Um, as I already told you, I prepared a list of cases, right? So in that, I marked the important cases and I read through those cases. So this is also again important. It's like you can't only read the summaries or you can't go to websites and read their gists and go to the exam. You actually have to read into the judgment because they're asking questions from inside the judgment. So this exam I actually found it to be easier than the previous ones because you don't have to mug up, you have to read the cases and that's it. So yeah.
So, what is your secret mantra of success?
Oh, well, there's no such mantra. I think one should keep in mind that it's never too late to start. If you're realizing it today that you have to crack this exam, then start today. It's never late. And as like mentors at Lex Templum have mentioned it many times that if it's difficult for you, it's difficult for everyone. So actually, one should hope for having a difficult exam because that way you can easily eliminate people who are not serious. So the competition would be only between candidates who are serious. So that's a good thing actually if you get a difficult paper.
Thank you. Certain specific advices for the upcoming law aspirants who will be writing this exam in future. You have in your mind and you want to share with them.
Um, Most of the advice I've already shared, but the main thing is that we should always keep ourselves updated with the recent legal updates because apart from the recent case laws in sample paper they had also put cases like which were like in 1970s and 1980s. So if we keep ourselves abreast with the legal developments, and for example if recently sedition is an very much issue, section 144 crpc is also very much an issue. So they might ask us cases from which are like very old but are relevant to these areas. So that has to be kept in mind.
Okay. Thank you so much, Krishnendu, for sparing such like your valuable time and giving your feedback, giving your sharing your experience with the every students in the every student. So it is indeed a pleasure to have you here today. And again, thank you so much for sharing all your thoughts and strategies with the upcoming law graduates. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Yuvakshi. Thank you, Lex Templin team.